Knitty Kitty. This is my vlog where I talk about all the things I love about sewing. Thanks for coming back. If you are new to my channel, please press the subscribe button and like my video at the end if you like what you see, so you can keep up to date with the next videos that come out. And if you've seen me before, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk about hashtag make 9. So if you guys are Instagram users, you'll know that every year there's a hashtag make 9, whatever year there is, and you choose 9 patterns and then you pledge to make those patterns during the course of the year. And I've always wanted to have a go at one of these challenges, but when I was thinking about it, actually I'm quite an impulsive sewer. I like to have the freedom to be inspired by things and make things. I'm not very good at planning. I'm much more of a creative sewer, so planning things really sort of kills the joy for me. So I was thinking, how could I put my own twist on this and make the hashtag make 9 my own? So what I've decided to do is make up 9 of my stash fabrics. So if you guys are anything like me, you will have a whole cupboard full of fabric that is just waiting to be made into something else. And the trouble with people like us, I don't want to speak for everybody, but for me in particular, I get excited by brand new things and inspired by the next amazing thing that I could make, and sometimes those fabrics that are in my cupboard sort of languish there for ages and don't get made up. Or I might have an idea of something I want to make, go and purchase the fabric to make it, and then change my mind, or not be quite sure, or be a bit nervous about cutting into the fabric because maybe it was expensive, or perhaps it's just so beautiful that you just don't want to ruin it by making the wrong thing. So I have picked 9 fabrics out of my stash, which I am pledging to make up by the end of this year into something, and I don't know what the patterns will be yet. I've got loose ideas which I've written down, which I'll tell you about, and hopefully insert some pictures of those patterns to give you an idea of what I might make out of them. But my main concern is trying to not waste money buying more new things when I have lovely, lovely fabrics waiting to be made up. So the first of my make 9, I can't remember what I've decided to call this now. I will put a tag down here. I think hashtag fabric stash make 9, but if I've got that wrong, do check the comment box below and I'll pop the proper hashtag down there if you want to join in. So the first one is actually not one piece of fabric, but a whole bunch of fabrics. So if you've watched previous videos, you will know that I made my daughter a lovely cat coat from the book The Fox, the Bear and the Bunny, and she loves that coat. She wears it every day. I've had to repair it already because one of the toggle cords came loose. I also, whilst I was making that coat, it was a bit of a learning curve for me. I didn't realise that actually if you use snaps or poppers, what you really need to do is interface the fabric really well. So a couple of the poppers came loose and I replaced those with Velcro. But it's a really well-loved coat, and it makes me so happy when she wears the coat out that I made that for her. So I want to make my son one as well, and I had plans to make a fox this time, so sticking more sort of like rigidly to the pattern design in the book. So I had purchased all the ingredients to make this fox coat, and I just haven't got round to doing it yet. And I'm a bit concerned that actually before too much longer it'll be spring and he won't get so much wear out of it. But the good thing is he's quite a little chap, so he's 18 months younger than my middle child, and I think even if I do make it now, hopefully it will still fit him come sort of autumn winter this year. So I have got here some lining. This is just plain acetate sort of style polyester, I think. I'm not even sure if that's the right name. From Minerva Crafts. I think I bought this one. It's really inexpensive, just a nice slippery lining to go inside the sleeves of the coat. Then I've got this rust coloured corduroy, which I purchased from Fabricland, just in my local town, and that was can't remember whether that was only about £4 or £5 a metre, but it's such a lovely colour, and he's a redhead, so he's going to look great in this coat. Then I've got some fake fur, which I also got from Fabricland. The coat, if you haven't watched that video yet, just hop back over to my channel, and on the list of videos you'll see there's one about my first coat, and you can see the pictures on there. The fake fur sort of takes place up here, and yeah, it looks so cute. And then for the lining I've picked some sort of biscuity coloured fleece, which will keep the coat being nice and warm. So yeah, that is a bit of a cheat because that's more than one piece of fabric, but that is like a whole kit to make a coat, and I just need to get on and get it done. So that's the first. The second piece of fabric from my Make 9 is this lovely, it's almost like a linen, it's probably just a cotton. Let me see if it says so on the selvage. It's called, it's a Stoff fabric. Impressions of Nature, Pinky, this one is called. And I bought this when I was on holiday in Rome in the summer for my 40th birthday. And I just loved the flamingos on there. They're really beautiful. I think I bought 1.5 meters, so I had plenty to do something decent with. But I've not really got great ideas about what to do with this fabric. It's linen, you know, clothing. I tend to prefer clothes with a bit of stretching because they're more comfortable. And this is obviously a woven. So I did think maybe I could make myself a lovely bag, and that way I could keep the bag and it would always remind me of Italy, and make a nice big beach bag or a summer tote or something. But yeah, that's one of my plans which I'm not really sure about, but I am pledging to use this fabric by the end of the year because it's so wrong to have that sat in your cupboard when it could be out and about. You know, you could be wearing it, carrying it around. So the third, let me just refer back to my list. The third piece of fabric I've got here is another corduroy. I really am quite keen on corduroy, especially in autumn winter. This is just like a grey, really pale grey corduroy. This again came from Fabricland and was about £5 a metre, something like that. And I've washed it in preparation. I think my main plan for this is going to be something that I've had in my head probably for about 2 years. I made a Tilly and the Buttons Cleo dungaree dress, and I wear it all the time. That one was made out of denim, just a normal sort of blue denim. And in the summertime I really thought actually a Cleo dungaree dress with a white, like a classic white t-shirt underneath and a pair of like pumps, that would be a really nice sort of summer piece. So I may well use some of this fabric to do that. The other thing I thought of was perhaps combining the flamingos and the corduroy in the bag, because I'll probably have enough to do both of those things. So yeah, that's my idea perhaps for this corduroy, but there is quite a large amount of this. I think I've probably bought 2 meters and it's just been sat in my cupboard. So that's going to get some love this year. The next piece of fabric I got from, I think from the Knitting and Stitching show, and it is a beautiful jersey with birds on, and I've seen this quite a bit on Instagram. Lots of people have used this fabric for different things, and I just love any fabric with birds on. I'm real sort of like, I love nature, and the colours in this are just wonderful, and they are quite autumnal, sort of wintry colours, so it would be a shame not to use this to make something to wear. So I'll tell you what it's called in case you are interested. It's by Poppy Europe, and it's called Paradise Birds. I think I got this from Fabrics Galore at the Knitting and Stitching show. But yeah, it's so lovely. So my plan with this is, okay, I spoke in my last video about making more jersey tops with a slightly different twist to them. So I've made the Tilly and the Buttons Freya, I've made the Tilly and the Buttons Frankie. What else have I made in terms of tops? I've made the Shona top. by Athena Cacao Patterns. Yeah, so they're all quite sort of ordinary, sort of classic t-shirt shaped tops, and I wanted to try something a bit different. So I've been doing a bit of research into different patterns, and I've come up with a few which I will pop pictures in. One of which has got like a twist detail in the front. So I've made the Tilly and the Buttons Joni dress. There's a video about that if you want to go back to my channel and check that out. And that has a lovely twist detail in the front. And with my new job, I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'm going to be wearing a uniform or whether I will be wearing ordinary clothes. It'd be quite nice to have a few jersey tops which are comfortable but sort of a bit different and slightly more stylish than just a straightforward t-shirt. So I'm thinking I might make a couple of tops either with a twist detail in the front or maybe with like a mock wrap. So I'm on the hunt for a pattern for that. So if you know anything, if you can think immediately of any patterns that would fit that description, then just pop them in the comments below and I'll have a look. So that's that one. So I don't know how many have we got to? 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be number 5, I think. So this I bought at the handmade fair when I went along with my friend, and I don't remember the name of the stall that I bought it from. It's just a cotton, really beautiful cotton, and it's got swans all over it. I just love this royal blue colour, and obviously it's birds again, so it was a winner immediately. And I know what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to make the Ogden Cami, because I haven't made one of those yet. I must be practically the only person on the planet that's not made an Ogden Cami yet. So I've got the pattern, I just need to print it out and stick it together, and obviously the weather needs to cheer up a bit before I feel like making a camisole top. But yeah, it's by True Bias, that pattern, and again, I'll try and pop a picture in if I can so you can see what I'm talking about. But I think this will make a really nice floaty cami for the summer, and wearing that with a pair of jean shorts or jeans will look really nice too, and maybe a cardigan. I could perhaps even get away with that at work if I wore a cardigan over the top. So the next piece of fabric is a mustard coloured, I don't even know what this is, to be fair. It almost feels like a wool, but it's not really woolly. It must be a synthetic, I think. It's got some stretch in it, and it's this lovely sort of mustard colour, and I'm quite a big fan of mustard, especially with leopard print. I think they go really nicely together. So I've got a metre of this. This was also from the Knitting and Stitching show, and again, I think from Fabrics Galore, because I bought a couple of things from their stand. And what I'm thinking of making with this is a Tilly and the Buttons Nest skirt. So I've got the pattern for that. I just haven't gotten around to making it yet, and I really fancy the idea of having a go at a fly front. So I've never done that before. Excuse my dishwasher if you can hear it in the background gurgling away, it's just emptying. But I really love the colour of this, and I'm thinking a nice sort of classic skirt with either this, which has got sort of like the same sort of tones in it, which will go really nicely together, or my next fabric, which I'll show you now, which is a jersey with hearts on, which are sort of like different shades of grey and navy blue. That would go really nicely. I might look a bit like a mustard crayon if I wore both of them together. But yeah, I'm thinking a skirt, because this is quite, I don't know whether I'll have to line it. The only thing I don't like about skirts, especially when they stick to your tights in the winter time, so I might have to line it in order to make it work, but I'm not sure. Some sort of skirt arrangement, I think, with that one. And again, another sort of twist on a jersey top for this jersey, so either a crossover or a twist front or something a little bit different than a t-shirt for this lovely jersey, which came from the handmade fair. I don't know whether there's a name on the salvage of this. I don't think there is, but yeah, so that's that one. And the last piece of fabric I've got today is, so this is my 9th item, is this lovely organic jersey which I bought off the internet, I think from myfabrics.co.uk, because it's a Tula jersey, so it's you can see there, Tula. It's organic cotton jersey, and it was in a sale, cost, oh, I don't know, something like ridiculous, maybe £3 or £4 a metre or something in the sale. So I nabbed some of that, thinking that would be great for the kids. It's got foxes and squirrels and owls and sort of all autumnal kind of creatures on there. So my plan for this one, and if I can find the pattern, is to make a pair of leggings from this pattern. So this is Simplicity 1435, and I haven't actually used this pattern yet to make anything. My daughter is, she's just turned 7, the middle one, and this pattern goes up to a 8-year-old size, so I've got a little bit of time to use this. And she really likes this arrangement here, but I don't have quite enough fabric. No, that's not the reason. It's a directional print. So this is a circle skirt on the bottom here with an overlay. And when I laid the pattern pieces on, I realised that actually if you're going to make a circle skirt with quite a directional print like that, it's going to look weird because all the animals will go upside down at some point. So I've decided instead to make her the leggings out of that fabric, and then I can make a coordinating dress to go with the leggings, maybe in a green or perhaps a red or an orange or something, just to go over the top. And if there was enough left of this, I could use an accent of that, maybe, to put a small patch pocket or something on the dress so that they go together. So yeah, my middle daughter is like a long, thin beanpole, and shop bought leggings just never fit her. They're always massive round the waist. And if I go for a smaller age, they're far too short. So it's nice to be able to make your own, because then I can tailor them to her body measurements, which is great. So that's probably one of my first 2019 jobs, is to get these leggings made, because she doesn't have many leggings. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you want to join in with this hashtag, just go ahead and find me on Instagram. I will put my handle down here, and let's bust that stash. It seems such a shame to have all these beautiful fabrics and not have anything made out of them. So I pledge that by the end of this year, each one of those fabrics will be made into something. Goodness knows what, but they will be made into something. Okay, thanks for watching then. Take care, have a nice day. See you later, bye.